channel. Here, today I am going to teach you about a very interesting and amazing topic which is also based on the percentage, but this topic is not called percentage or not profit and loss. This is called interest. This is known as interest and the topic is simple interest. The topic is simple interest. The simple interest play a very important role in our life. Okay. Without this, we cannot invest our money in any sector. If we invest our money in any sector, then our purpose is to get a large amount of profit. Okay? Sometimes it happens that due to some unfavorable condition, we get the money which give us loss. But in both case, profit and loss, there is a criteria of investing the money is to gain interest. So here we shall discuss briefly what is the interest. Okay, so let's come with me and here try to understand what is the meaning of simple interest. So before starting the simple interest, first of all, I would like to introduce you about some words which are used in our daily life. Okay? As we know that the word deposit, we know about this word deposit. We also know the word lend. We also know about borrow. These are some words which are usually we know in our daily life. Okay. Sometimes we borrow the money from other to buy something. Just suppose that you come to school without money and you need a pencil and you have no money. Then you will ask to your friend to give some money. Okay? Then the meaning of that is that you have taken the borrow from your friend. Okay? Also the meaning of lend. Whenever your classmate asks you to give him some money to buy a copy, then you give the money to your friend. Then this means that you lend money to your friend. Just suppose that you go to fair and buy a piggy bank. Every day your father, your brother, your mother give you some money and you store your money in the piggy bank. Then the process of storing your money in the piggy bank is called deposit. This is known as deposit. The storation of the money every day in your piggy bank is called deposit. Often we have seen that people goes to the bank and store their money in the bank, which means that they deposit their money in the bank. Okay? But why they deposit the money in the bank? Why can't they store their money at home? Okay? So the purpose of deposit their money in the bank is that to get the interest and also they know that our money will be safe in the bank. So here we use a word. We deposit the money in the bank to get the interest, which means that if we keep our money in the bank, then the bank will give us some interest. So now let us see about the interest. So that the money that you have taken borrow or you lend to your friend, or you deposit to your piggy bank, all these type of money are called principal. Okay, so these type, all the money which are of these type are known as with a new word which is called principal. Okay, and when we derive the formula to solve the question, then we represent the principal by the capital letter of English alphabet P. P will represent the principal. What is the principal? The money you deposit in the bank, the money you lend to your friend, the money you borrow from your friend. All these types of money are called principal. I hope it is clear what is the principal. Now, if we deposit the money in the bank, if we deposit the money in the bank, then bank give us some additional money on our money. Okay, so this additional or extra money is called interest. This extra money, this additional money that bank will give you in the condition when you deposit the money in the bank is called interest. Okay, just suppose that you have deposited 100 rupees in the bank. When you deposited 100 rupees in the bank, and after a year, if you goes to bank and if you want to withdraw your total money, then you will not get 100 rupees. You will get the money which is few greater than 100. Okay, just suppose that if you goes to bank to withdraw your money after 1 year, then suppose that you get 104 rupees, then you get 104 rupees. Then what is the meaning of 104 rupees? Then it shows that bank gave you some additional money. And what is the value of that additional money? You just subtract 100 from 104, you will get 4. Then you will say that bank gave us 4 rupees or 4 extra rupees, which is called interest, so that this 4 rupees will known as the interest. Okay, so what is the interest? The money, the additional money that we get in order when we lend or deposit the money in the bank. Okay, so that additional money is called interest, and here we shall represent this interest by the capital letter of English alphabet I. Okay, now let us see the next term which is used in interest or depositing the money. Means if I say that if you get 4 rupees on depositing 100 rupees for a year, then on the what rate bank give you your interest. Okay, there is a criteria, there is a rule of the bank, and the rule is that bank will give you interest at a fixed rate. You know about what is the rate because you have called it. Rate means he will give you, it will give you some money with a fixed ratio. Just suppose that if you paid 100 rupees, and you leave your money for a year, then the bank will give you 3 rupees out of 100 rupees. Then bank will give you 3 rupees out of 100 rupees. Then here I told you 3 rupees out of 100. Then what is the meaning that? The meaning is that for every 100 he will give you 3 rupees after a month. Okay? The meaning of this, for every 100, for every 100, for every 100, bank will give 3 rupees. Okay, for every 100, bank will give 3 rupees, which means that the bank has a fixed rate which is called rate. Okay, and rate, that is are always given in the term of percentage. That is here, for every 100, bank will give 3 rupees, which means that the rate of the bank is 3%. Okay, 3 rupees out of 100 means 3%. So that the rate will be 3%. So that here our the next term is the rate. What is the rate? The rate, the money that we get for every 100 is called rate. Suppose that if I deposited 1000 rupees in the bank for the time 300 years. Here the principal is 1000. The principal is 1000, and rate is 3%. Then if I ask what will my interest after 3 years, sorry, after 1 year, so that here the time is 1 year. Then if I ask what will be my interest after 1 year, then here we can see that 1000 means 10 times of 100. 1000 means 10 times of 100. And here we know that the rate is 3%. The meaning of 3% is 3 rupees out of every 100. So here the number of 100 is 10. Means there are 10 times of 100, which means that here we get 3 multiplied by 10 is equal to 30 rupees. Then my interest will be 30 rupees. Why? Because for 100 I get 3 rupees. Then I will get 30 rupees for 10 100, and hence my interest will be 30 rupees. And what is the time? The time for which I kept money in the bank. Okay, this is called time. And here a very important thing is that the rate that bank gives us, it always gives us after a year. It will not give us the interest within the year. After the completion of one year, after completion of every year, bank will apply the interest on the principal. Okay, and the next is that if we have the additional money, just suppose that I deposited the principal 100. If I deposited 100 rupees in the bank, and after 1 year bank will give us interest as 3 rupees, then if we add 103, we get 103. This 103 is called gross amount. This 103 is called gross amount, or we can say that total money, or we can say that this is called amount. This is called amount. Okay, so this is the amount, and I hope that you have get the idea of the simple interest. Okay, we shall we have the formula in order to solve the problem. So please write down what will be the formula to solve the questions which are based on simple interest. The simple interest are found by using the formula here. Simple interest can also be written as SI, and this will be equal to the product of principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time and upon 100. This is the required. This is required for the solution of our question. I will derive this in my next session. Okay. So I hope that you will get every word, every topic which we have discussed here. Today this is the basic of the simple interest. I will explain more about the simple interest in the next video. Till then, goodbye.